I'm Dr. Chris Ho, and welcome to my channel. I'm building a small but growing channel here on YouTube to help you with practical English for real-life goals like IELTS, migration, work, and everyday conversation. If this video helps you, please consider clicking like or subscribe. It really supports my channel and keeps me fired up to make more content that suits you. In this video, you'll hear a sample IELTS speaking test with a strong Band 7 to 8 style answer from a migrant preparing for a nursing career in Australia. But we won't stop there. After the dialogue, I'll break down some powerful vocabulary like resilience, prosperity, indispensability, and show you how to use these advanced words and sentence starters like back home and after achieving in your own answers. These kind of details can lift your English to the next level. Let's begin with the situation. Colombian migrant taking IELTS for nursing career in Australia. The examiner might start by asking, let's talk about your future plans and ambitions. What are your current goals? Right now, my primary objective is to attain a high band score in the IELTS exam, as it is a prerequisite for securing employment in Australia. I'm originally from Colombia, and my dream has always been to work as a registered nurse here. Back home, I already have experience in the healthcare field, but to practice in Australia, I need to meet both language and professional certification requirements. This goal is not just about passing a test. It's a pivotal step in my journey toward professional growth and long-term prosperity in Australia. The examiner might follow up with this question. How do you plan to enter the Australian job market after passing the IELTS? Okay. After achieving the necessary IELTS score, I intend to apply for registration with the Nursing and Midwifery Board of Australia. I've already begun meticulously researching job opportunities and networking with professionals in my field. I plan to start with a hospital internship or an aged care facility to gain local experience. This transition might be arduous, especially since English is not my first language, but I believe that with perseverance and resilience, I can establish a stable career. Furthermore, Australia's emphasis on skills-based migration means that excelling in my field will open lucrative opportunities for me. Next question from the examiner. How important do you think it is to set goals for the future? Setting goals is indispensable for success, especially as a migrant. Without clear objectives, it's easy to feel overwhelmed in a new country. Long-term goals provide trajectory, while short-term goals keep motivation high. For instance, breaking down my IELTS preparation into smaller, measurable targets, like improving pronunciation or expanding my vocabulary, has made the progress more manageable. In the long run, goal setting not only enhances career prospects, but also ensures socio-economic stability. That's the answers. Below is the IELTS vocabulary and grammar explainer based on the answers in the question and answer above. Let's look at them. These are all Band 8 plus IELTS vocabulary, especially helpful for speaking Part 2 and 3 answers. 1. Attain means to achieve or reach something, especially after effort. For example, I'm working hard to attain a Band 8 in IELTS. Many people attain fluency after consistent practice. So that's attain. Attain. Prerequisite. This is a 4-syllable word. Prerequisite. Pronounced and spoken, pronounced as prerequisite. Prerequisite. So you stress prerequisite. So you stress second syllable. Prerequisite. So prerequisite. So this means that it is a requirement that must be fulfilled before something else happens. So there are prerequisites for migrating to Australia and prerequisites for nursing registration in Australia. And a high IELTS score is a prerequisite for nursing registration in Australia. So good health is a prerequisite for long-term success. Pivotal, the next word. This means extremely important and central to success. So to say this, pivotal, so the word stress is in the first sound, pivotal. Learning to write formal English was a pivotal moment in my language journey. Another example, IELTS is a pivotal step in my career plan. Pivotal is an extremely important step. 4. Prosperity. Prosperity. So prosperity. Prosperity. A state of success, especially financial or life stability. For example, migrating for work can lead to long-term prosperity. Education is often linked to future prosperity. Meticulously. So the word stress here is in the second sound, meticulously. So it means showing great attention to detail. I'm meticulously planning my job applications. Means I'm carefully planning my job applications. She meticulously edited every line of her writing. Meticulously edited. Number 6, arduous. So this is a word with 4 vowels. A, U, O, U, S. So it's pronounced as arduous, meaning difficult and tiring together. Preparing for IELTS while working full-time is arduous. It is difficult and tiring. Oh, this is a very common example sentence. The journey was long and arduous, but worth it. This can be a journey, physical journey, or an education journey, or learning journey, like in preparing for the IELTS. Number 7, resilience. So the stress here is Z, resilience, meaning the ability to recover from challenges or difficulties. For example, migrants often need strong resilience to adapt in a new country, of course. I built my resilience by facing small failures early on. So you built your ability to face challenges, not just to face, but to recover from them. Resilience. Number 8, lucrative. So this is the second syllable that's stressed. No, sorry. This is the first syllable that's stressed. Lucrative, meaning producing a lot of money or benefits. Isn't this what we want? Producing a lot of money. Things that produce a lot of money are lucrative. So, nursing in Australia, the work, the career, can be a lucrative career. So, it's a career that can make you some money, maybe not a lot, but a comfortable living. Many IT jobs are lucrative even at the entry level. Number 9, indispensable. So here the stress word is in the third syllable. Indispensable. Pensible. Indispensable. Meaning absolutely necessary or essential. Vocabulary. English vocabulary is indispensable for expressing ideas clearly. That's why we are learning new words, because they give more precision in expressing our thoughts. Goal setting is indispensable for success as a migrant. So we talked about that, setting goals, having a plan. This is indispensable. This is necessary. This is essential for success as a migrant. Trajectory. So the second syllable is stressed. Trajectory, meaning the path, the direction something is heading toward. Your trajectory, your career's trajectory, your journey's trajectory. Setting goals give your life a clear trajectory, a clear path. So it's a clear trajectory, something to head forward and toward. Her IELTS journey changed the trajectory of her future. So having achieved a good IELTS score, that's changed her life because she could apply for migration, she could apply for a job like nursing. Finally, socio-economic. So this is a combination of two words, social and economic. Socio-economic. So related to both social and economic factors. Education improves socio-economic outcomes. So this is a 6-syllable word, socio-economic. So you can break it down to two, socio-economic. So the air is the stress syllable in this long word, socio-economic. Migrants often face socio-economic challenges at first. It's a lot to take in, but don't worry, you can revise this, and you do need to revise this to solidify your learning. But this is just to give you an idea of the words, how to use them, and how to apply them. You still need to practice them and apply them. So here's just a couple of points with regard to useful sentence starters. Just two. So it will make your speech sound natural and advanced in general everyday speaking, not just for the IELTS speaking exam. You can start your sentence back home and then go on to the story. So why is it useful? This shows comparison between your past life, back home, and your current or future situation. So it adds personal background. So for example, back home, I worked as a nurse for 3 years. So it tells a story that you worked as a nurse in the past, back home, back in your home country, before you arrived in Australia. Okay, back home, English wasn't required for my job. Of course, because you may have lived in a country where English isn't the national language, isn't the first language. So back home, English wasn't required for my job. And yes, back home, the healthcare system was quite different. Number two, another sentence starter. After achieving, after achieving something, something, what happens next? So this introduces a future plan after a specific goal is reached and makes your speech more structured and logical. So in this situation, for example, after achieving the required IELTS score, after achieving the IELTS certification, you can do something. Here, you can apply for your nursing registration. Okay, second, after achieving fluency, after achieving English fluency, I hope to teach others. Another example, after achieving my first job, I'll focus on permanent residency in Australia. So these are sentence structures that can really boost coherence, flow, and fluency in your everyday spoken English. Try using them. Try using them in your own practice. I hope you have found this useful. Please leave a comment, whether it's a question, a request, or a topic you want help with. Since this is a small channel, I actually have time to create a video tailored to your needs. So don't be shy. So I've created Tourism English for one of my viewers from their request. So this is also your space. So let's build this together.